Hi everyone, we are here at Stratford Station, and in this video I'm going to be exploring the Epping Branch of the Central Line. So this is one of the most charming sections on the Underground, and it's potted with history. Let's go.
Manor Park, Ilford, Seven Kings, Goodmaids, Chadwell Heath, Romford, Gideon Park, Haroldwood, Brentwood and Shenfield. This train is formed of 9 coaches and used a short platform. Passengers for Maryland, Forest Gate, Manor Park and Seven Kings.
And we'll be coming out to the junction of the Hainault Loop, and I believe you can see Reading Valley Station if you pass the junction. And Reading Valley in turn, you can see there's main services which are coming to and from Epping. Here's the junction. There's Reading Valley. And now we're on the Epping Branch. So I'm at the first station on the Epping Branch. Now, be aware in this video that there are several continuity errors, but I'm trying to keep the continuity as best as I can in every of my videos, so just be aware of that. So I'm at Buckhurst Hill Station, and the station opened in 1856 as part of the Great Eastern Railway, and this was not the original station. The original station was located just past the road bridge in the distance over there, but was only resited to this location in 1892. And this station didn't become part of the tube until about 1949. And yeah, there's nothing much here in the station, but most people will be familiar with the main entrance where you have to turn left, go up some stairs to the footbridge, and then up another set of stairs up to the ticket hall. But this station actually has a second entrance in the back of the station, i.e. the southern end. And I want to get a shot from the footbridge. And the station is interesting because you have a staircase from the footbridge to a separate ticket hall in the station building. It takes you up to the gate line. And it's an open footbridge, meaning you can have air coming in. Here's the footbridge and the staircase that takes you up to the ticket hall. And by the way, look at the footbridge. It's in a state of disrepair. See, the paint is now peeling. Another fact about this station is that this is the only tube station to be in Zone 5, but not in London. And by the way, this is the only station on the Epping Branch to be in Zone 5. All of the others are in Zone 6. Okay, we're gonna tap out on the step-free side, but I'm not sure how to, oh, it's right here, okay. It's easy then. There's a subway down there which connects between the platforms, so you don't have to use the footbridge. Okay, then we're gonna walk through the neighborhood here and get to the station building. So we're gonna pretty much be walking the entire station length through the neighborhood. And this is the ramp which takes you down to the subway. And here we approach the main high street of this little town in Essex. We're not in London, we're in Essex. And fast forward to the station building. Okay, we're now on this road. These nice cottage style houses. Okay. Between the construction site and this building here is the tube station main entrance of Buckhurst Hill. And I gotta say, it is pretty charming across the road. And yeah, the bus stop here has been closed for some time. You see, bus stop closed. No buses come here. I'm pretty sure this is just temporary. But if the bus stop closed permanently, the station would be in big trouble. I don't know what happened there.
Accept us. Accept us.
Here's the station. It's coming in here. Here's the tiny ticket hall. And you have to walk down these stairs And I'll be taking the next train to the next station. Loughton. Good, next train is in 1 minute. So usually trains from the Epping Branch are 5 to 10 minutes. That is good, but not ideal. Here's my train. I'll take this for Loughton. To our next station on this branch, which is Loughton in Zone 6.
The next station is Loughton. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Welcome to Loughton Station. This station has 4 platforms, but one of them is Spanish solution boarding, which does not really work here, I think. But the station first opened in 1865, and the station has had, in fact, 3 rebuilds. Don't mind about the noise, but the station first opened in 1865 near where the current Loughton town centre is. And there actually used to be an excursion platform for any excursionists who had their base at Epping Forest nearby. And then the station was moved to the western end of the station, of this current station, to coincide with the extension up towards Epping and Ongar in about 1865. So the first station opened in 1856, forgot to mention that. And the current station only opened in 1940 to allow for the progression of tube trains through the area. And they officially started running here in 1948. And the station is also the terminus of night tube services. So during night tube, there are no trains which head up to Epping, unfortunately. So they terminate at Loughton on any platform. And there are a few sidings to the west of the station down there. And you can actually clearly see where the tracks used to head to the first Loughton station if you stand on the left-hand side of the Central Line train. You got really nice gull-wing canopies here at the station. One of a kind. And you also got a nice clock as well. The platforms are much higher than the train. And here at Loughton, because it has much more platforms, drivers can also book on here. Well. And the junction there connects this track with the main line. And the next stop is Debden, followed by Thaden, Boyce and Epping. And terminating trains are every 20 minutes from Ealing Broadway during the peak. And we'll head down. There are only stairs here. This station is not step-free. I'm going to make sure of that. So if you want to head to Loughton, but you have a disability, you need to go via one of the neighbouring stations and take a bus. Here's the labyrinth. Oh, we have a nice heritage sign. Some 160 out of 270. And the ticket hall is down there. Kind of an unconventional passageway. This cardboard style building. See outside? A really nice cardboard style station building. With an arch. It's pretty good. And you can trace the old Loughton station line where it used to go, and where this bus is going, which is number 24 Walthamstow, and this road and towards the town centre is where the old Loughton station was, the original first one. And got a rather medium-sized bus station, which I like, and the fact you got a grocery store nearby, Sainsbury's. And I'll see you on the train for Debden. Platform 3 and 4 eastbound. Nice heritage sign. And here's the station building as viewed from the platforms. And I'll be taking the next train for Debden. See you on it. Here's our train. Here we are at Debden, another station on the Central Line's Epping Branch, and it has the same old boring history with the Great Eastern Railway and being part of the Underground in 1949, as usual. The station has 2 footbridges, I think, one for crossing between platforms and the other for crossing outside of the station premises, and the area that side of the station is just a small industrial business park, but the station does have a extra 3rd footbridge when the station had a brand new lift installed. So that now provides step-free access to the station, which is wonderful. And as usual, these small countryside stations have a car park. And speaking of countryside, beyond Debden, the line actually goes like through one of the most sparsest bits a metro can actually go through. And it's between Debden and Thane Boyce, and it's one of the longest gaps on the line, because it just goes through countryside, i.e. the middle of nowhere. And Debden also has a turnback siding at the northern end of the station, just in case if some trains can terminate here, which is an even chance of it happening.
Sure that you take everything with you. Any unattended bag.
Right, we're gonna exit the station through this exit, which is the only gate line.
Like,
Here's the ticket hall. There's a taxi rank. Very rare for a tube station. Buses for Oakwood Hill, buses for Debden Estate. And here's the car park. That is the car park, actually. And here's this is a TfL staff parking only, as you can tell by that sign. And this is the second footbridge I was talking about, and that crosses the station outside of the station premises. And here is the car park. So here is the station building of Debden. It's just so tan compared to other stations on this part of the central line. Oh my god, this is I think the worst station building on the tube, by the way. But it does redeem itself a bit, because if you look above at the entrance, you can see a heritage sign, I think. But I'm not sure if that is a heritage sign. But maybe it could be. I don't know. Just leave a comment down below. I'm pretty sure that's a heritage sign. But there used to be an Italian crafted coffee store, but unfortunately they shut up shop. There is the Debden Station House right here. And there is also, surprise, surprise, a London Loop sign. Which is cool. And there's a plaque outside the house showing a steam train. I'm pretty sure a Stania Jubilee class. Right. I'll be taking the next train to the next station, Thaden Boyce. Right here. On the westbound platform, we still have the Hainault Loop with the infamous shuttle service, and trains going into the city for Ealing and Ruislip. Why the hell is there no doors closed button? That can increase efficiency, I think. And we're on this lift down to the westbound platform. And then I'll then dash across over to the westbound platform and get my train, but that will be showed off screen. I'm not going to record anything. So, in case, I'm not saying this is likely, but in case the Debden services which terminate here actually stop running, then the turnback siding beyond the station may have no purpose. So it could be easy to remove that turnback track and actually possibly realign the northbound track to be closely parallel with the southbound one. And the space where the original northbound track was, sorry, I'm just positioning my camera wrongly. So the position where the original northbound track was could be used, I'm pretty sure possibly to extend the car park. Well, we got a train coming, and it's going around it. Okay, so we're leaving Depton. Just finished the station.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. Please mind the gap between the
Welcome to Sayden Boys, a station in the middle of absolutely nowhere. It does serve the town nearby, which is that way, but this way is just farmland and fields. Literally fields. If you travel from Debden to Sayden Boys, and even all the way up to Epping, which is that way, and this is actually the least used Zone 6 station, but you're still inside the M25, but not in Greater London. The station opened in 1865, I think? Yeah, I think 1865, as just Sayden, and became part of the Underground in 1949 with the Central Line. And the station actually just feels like a rural mainline station in northern England. Because look at it, it feels like it. And the station is step-free, but only on the eastbound platform only. Westbound you have to cross that footbridge, which is just lazy and dumb to me. And it's just a bit like Barkingside. This station feels like a bit like Barkingside to me. Because you have a similar station building and like a similar track layout. With only 2 platforms and just countryside. Everywhere you look is countryside. Look down there. That's the M25 in the distance. So there's the M25, and that train is crossing under it. And from this footbridge, you can get a really nice view of the bespoke English countryside. Everywhere you look, it's just countryside and hills. right by this line map on the city platform, there's this gated off entrance from a walkway that goes through the countryside. I would like this to be an entrance into the station. There's also one on that side too, which is right next to the men's bathroom. So most people actually tend to mispronounce the station as like Stade en Bois, which is the French first by removing the S. But it's actually Stade en Bois or Stade en Bois. But there's no consensus, that's a mouthful word, on that. But yeah, most people say the Stade en Bois because that's what the announcement says. There's also a Cheshire Boys, but there's no station on that branch of the Met. Anyway, we got the next Central Line train for the city. I'm gonna tap out here because, you know, I'd like to break my journey at certain places. The gates are open, but we still need to tap out. And as you exit the gate line, you're immediately into the Stade en Bois car park, which is quite a small expanse of it. Here's the main station building of Stade en Bois. It's Great Eastern Railway themed. And you also got this station house. There's one station house. And I'm not sure who lives here, but there used to be a clock which was perched on the building, but that's sadly been removed, I think. I don't know why. The building is still good, nonetheless. And if I go to this map here, and the station is right outside of the town. You have to walk down this side street in order to get to the actual high street, which is around here, I think. Probably Forest Drive or something? I don't know. Westbound. Westbound is via footbridge, as you can tell by the sign. And the next Epping train's in 2 minutes. So trains which run on this line are typically every 5 to 10 minutes. Not bad for metro stop frequency, but somewhat infrequent. Actually, the Wikipedia picture for the Central Line was actually taken here at the station. It's cool. This shot. And we got this is my train for Epping. Don't mind the noise, they're just complaining about them missing that train. Slide up to the terminus at Epping. And after the station we go through another massive expanse of countryside under the M25 motorway. See? Countryside. That's the M25 in the distance. enter the town of Epping and approach the station, just on a curve.
Is Epping, where this train goes. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Here's Epping Station.
And the platform.
Welcome to Epping Station, the northern terminus of the Central Line.
Central Line train to West Ruislip.
And this, you can make the longest possible journey on one single tube train from here all the way to West Ruislip on the other side of Zone 6, which is a distance of 34 miles or about 53 kilometers. And the Central Line is the longest on the tube at about 74 kilometers with 49 stations. Absolutely long. And this was not originally the terminus because the tracks used to, or still there, the tracks continue further all the way up to Ongar, but that closed in September of 1994 to tube trains and was converted into the Epping Ongar Heritage Railway. Here's the train leaving. Judged by its name, the Epping Ongar Railway does not touch Epping. It only runs between Ongar and North Weald, of all places. So they're just being so inept as to not run the Heritage Railway to here. But in the future, there is a proposal to actually include a new station right adjacent to Epping over there, known as Epping Forest or Epping Glade. I like Epping Glade as a name, not Epping Forest. The station has only 2 platforms, and it's one of the smallest termini for tube trains in London. This station is not in London, it's in Essex, but Chesham is actually the smallest terminus on the tube, not Epping. I'm going to head on to the footbridge, and there's actually 2 footbridges that go above the station. The other one, which is behind this fence, goes outside of the station premises, which is this one. Nice view of the station. It's pretty cool. And that's platform 1. Pretty much all trains depart from platform 2 because of its proximity to the station building. Platform 1 does have its own entrance. I'll explain what that is later. So in the distance is the town of Epping, which is raised on a hill, and the station is on the base of it. A bit of a conspiracy. For some reason, the destination board on the front of this end of the train actually said Ongar for some reason, not Epping. Why the hell would they do that? Why would they set the pre-1994 Central Line destination and not this one? Right, back to L11 and the Epping Signal Camera. So L11 is a modular double shunting train that was coupled together in about 1964, and it forms a shunting train that shunts carriages, tube train carriages, in the yard. That's a cool duty. And this train will leave for West Ruislip in the next few minutes. And and there's more of the town of Epping, so I'm pretty sure Epping is around the right-hand side of the town. This train's ready to leave for West Ruislip. And heading down to platform, which is the lesser used platform of Epping during a weekend. And there's something interesting about this entrance, and in fact, the station, in terms of step-free access. So, according to the step-free tube map, you'll notice a red dagger underneath Epping. So, this entrance is actually quite unique because, like, if you were a person who had a disability and you wanted to board a train here, you could speak to staff here at this station and let them know that you need step-free access because, like, if the next train were to be, like, on this platform and, like, not that one, I think, or if that platform is closed but you need the other train has to be on this, then the staff member would call line control of the central line to ensure that the next train would come in on this platform so that you would have had step-free access. And that's quite unique. And we've got a poster here for the Hillcrest Way, which is this entrance. Monday to Friday, 6:30 to 8 p.m. and weekends is 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. And here's the second footbridge that goes above, and this is an outside of the station premises. Here it is. Pretty small, but it's still fine. And this entrance only has oyster validators, not gates. Here's the labyrinth. 163 out of 270. Pretty sure Thaden Boyce is 162. And Debden 161. Just exited Epping Station. Here, a train. So this is the station building of Epping Station. It's more Great Eastern Railway theme. It's like a house on the left. And this is where a heritage bus can arrive on certain weekends to take you up towards North Weald for the Epping to Ongar Railway. And there's even a plaque on the house side of the station known as the Essex Way, which starts from here and is 81 miles all the way to Harwich in eastern Essex or East Anglia. But if you don't like walking 81 miles, then maybe you can drive 81 miles, because here you got the largest car park on the entire tube network. Like, it has spaces for like 500 cars here, and it's absolutely massive. It's amazing. And obviously you need to pay for this parking, and during the early bird hours it gets absolutely busy in this parking with almost all of the spaces full because of the cheaper fares here, rather than actually getting a national rail train from Harlow into central London. So most people tend to come here during the early bird hours and board the tube train here at Epping and head into central London that way instead. And here you got one of these local buses operated by Vector. And also, the station is in Zone 6, but that's because Essex County Council would pay a subsidy to this part of the Central Line and to TfL that would make the fare cheaper. So before like Zones 7, 8 and 9 were introduced in 2008, there used to be Zones A, B, C and D for stations beyond Zone 6, but that only lasted in 2008. So Debden, Thaden Boyce was Zone A, and Epping was in Zone B, which would be Zone 7, 8 in the modern world, but they're all in Zone 6, which is an amazing piece of trivia. Drop-off bay. And there's even a tourist poster for Epping Forest, in which you can explore the town on foot and even the nearby forest. Here's the ticket hall of Epping. On platform 2, you even got a nice kiosk, which is wonderful. When was the last time this was used? I forgot. And if you visit Ongar Station on days of the Epping-Ongar Railway, you can actually see some roundels, like in this type here, and actually at Ongar you can actually find a really interesting marker, which is a 0-point marker, and that's where all points on the underground are measured from, even to this day. So the white post at Ongar is the official starting point of the London Underground network, which is amazing. We're on board a 1992 stock, which are being refurbished as we speak, with brand new seat maquette, brand new flooring, and new passenger information displays, but not in the way I expected. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of exploring the Epping Branch. If you did, please like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and I'll see you next time. Peace!